What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video looking at ticker SPY over here on the 180-day chart. We've been basically getting some sideways action since the second of this month. You can see that the SPY is basically going flat over here. We did get a little drop over here, but we're holding above that trade line. I want to see a break of 383 before we can start pushing up towards that 385. 385 was a previous resistance level for the stock. If we do start to come down, we hit a low yesterday of 380 and 75 cents. So I want us to break that level first before we could start retesting that 379, which was some type of resistance and support before. And once we break 379, we could start pushing down towards that 377. Overall, looks like we're trying to be consolidating over here. So definitely want to see what happens with that. Jumping over towards that 20-day chart, you can see that the 20-day is consolidating as well. Just a clear image for you guys on that 383 break. It has been tested multiple times, so we definitely want to wait to see it break that level first. Or if we start to come down, we want to be wary about the 378 SMA line over here. Next stock I want to watch is actually NIO. So NIO has actually pulled back a little bit from that $66 run that it had. Definitely want to keep this one on the watch. It does look like it's trying to basically come back up. I actually originally had it to watch it for a break of 58. We have since passed that. We're at 59. But I think once we break that $60 level, we could start pushing back up towards 65. And if we start coming back down 57, down towards that 55. Next one, Apple. So Apple has a deal with Kia, supposedly to be making cars. So the cars are not going to be coming out anytime soon. The stock has jumped maybe like $2-3 pre-market. So definitely want to see what happens with Apple. Apple did take a nice little drop after their earnings. They dropped from 145 down towards like that 136 range. So definitely want to see what's going to happen over here. Let's jump over towards that 20-day chart so you guys can see that SMA is acting as some type of resistance on the way up. So it's making higher highs and higher lows, but this SMA is holding it from a possible gap up. So definitely want to wait for that 137 break, that we can start pushing up towards that 138, possibly up towards that 141. So I want to see it get above that SMA on the 20-day chart before I can start trusting it for a nice gap play. So definitely want to see what's going to happen with that one. If it does start coming down, it has been respecting the 180-day SMA as support. So I want to see what happens if we break that 133 down towards that 132. This could be a little short over here. Preferably, I want to wait to see it break that SMA line first, which has acted as resistance before, that 132. And then once we break 132, we could start trying to get down towards that 130. And then we could start getting down towards that 126. But overall, I think the upside is more favorable for this stock, especially with the news going on. Just want to see it get above these levels first, that 137, and then we can start pushing up towards that 140. Next one, SunW. So SunW is a solar company that is being looked at for a possible deal with the government. You know, Biden's trying to push everything towards the solar green energy. I was originally looking at for a break for 21.98, and has since broken that. So waiting for a break of $23, then I believe we can start pushing up towards 26, maybe even retesting that 29 level. If we do start to come back down 1911, down towards that 1580. The stock is getting overbought over here, has been more overbought before. Just take into precaution before you guys look to get into the stock, because it is getting overbought. So definitely keep this on your watch list for the next upcoming days. I want to talk about Tesla. So Tesla is basically consolidating also. Want to see what's going to happen with this one. Been basically going flat since the second of this month as well too. So maybe like 2 days now. So we want to see that break of 880. 880 is a resistance level, has been a resistance level even last month on the 8th. So definitely want to see what's going to happen over here. I want to break 880 first before we can start pushing up towards 900. And then if we break 850, I think we can start dropping down towards 825 and then testing that $779 level. Right now, the stock is consolidating, going flat. So we want to wait until it breaks the support or resistance before we could see a nice move on this one. Next one I want to talk about is Airbnb. So I do see a nice outlook for the stock overall for long term. I think they kind of gypped us when they IPO'd the stock, but that's besides the point. It was supposed to IPO at $60, so um, that's my quarrel with the stock. But other than that, I think it has some nice uptrend to be had. It's starting to look like it's finding some type of support. It had a nice drop from that $216 level over here, which was acting as resistance. It had dropped, it found support, and now it looks like it wants to break the resistance. So once it breaks the resistance, I think we could have a nice uptrend towards that 196. Once we break 196, we could probably start getting up towards that $200 level, and then getting up towards that 216. But definitely want to wait to see if we break that 190, 191 per se, before we could start pushing up towards that 196. RSI has the opportunity to do both, go up or down, just in case the stock does go down. A break of 184 down towards that 178. So definitely want to keep this on the watch. And last but not least, we want to talk about Beyond. So Beyond had to deal with Pepsi. And basically, the deal is going to take a lot longer than expected, as you guys can see. If you guys are using TD Ameritrade, it does have real-time news popping up over here. So it's saying that the deal is going to take a little bit longer than people expect. The stock has since dropped from its recent pop when the news came out. News came out, the stock shot up towards $227, and we have since pulled back from there. So definitely want to keep this in the watch for our next possible bounce. I think above that 171, we could start pushing up towards 180, getting up towards that 200 level. It is finding some type of support. Kind of looks like a descending triangle over here. So definitely want to be cautious with that one as well too. If we break this triangle going up that 171, then we could go up towards 180, 200. If not, and we break the support level, we have some ways to go. So we could start dropping from 166 down towards 156. And then we could test that 153. So keep this on the watch. RSI has the opportunity to do both on this chart. Overall, main focus today is going to be on the SPY. I want to see what's going to be the overall direction. We've been very stagnant lately. So if you like this video, leave a comment below. It brings good luck for your trading history. And then like the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.